Let me see here. Next question. Maddie from Thousand Oaks. Did Jennifer learn to shoot a bow and arrow as good as Katniss?
That's a tricky one.
Movie magic, maybe?
Yeah,
No?
there was a little bit of movie magic, a little bit. Yeah, but I'm really good, though, just not that good. I just can't shoot birds.
You can't shoot birds flying?
The sky.
No. What was your favorite part about filming the movie The Hunger Games, guys?
The whole thing was pretty incredible.
I think it was kind of like this
here, right
yeah.
here. I got to work with two amazing people and an amazing
Never
director.
had.
Did you guys know each other before filming, or you guys met each other?
It's debatable.
Josh and I knew each other beforehand a little bit.
Yeah, and I met Jennifer a couple times as well.
But he doesn't remember.
But I don't remember.
Oh.
But we got to know each other a lot better once we started filming, for sure.
So were you the guy, one of those celebrities that basically was a star, and then Jennifer was like, "Can I have your autograph?" And then you like brushed her off, and then she became.
I was really nice, and I came up to him at this one awards show and was like, "Oh,
when she was
I think you're great," like
Oscar.
blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then later we meet at another party, and he totally forgot the time that I came up to him and was like, "Oh, I think you're a great actor." Blah blah blah. He doesn't remember it. He doesn't remember.
I remember. I just didn't count that as
no,
meeting
because
you.
You kept saying that we met in a pink dress, and I was in a white dress.
You did have a pink dress on that one time.
I did pink dress the second time that we met each other.
Wow, look at that. There's something going on over here. Something going on over here, Liam. Uh-oh. Now, Lauren from Ventura says, Jennifer, what sold you on the role of Katniss? What sold you on the role of Katniss, Jennifer? What sold you on the role to take it?
She's somebody that I admire. She's a futuristic Joan of Arc. She's a warrior for people. There's not really anything that I don't like about this character. Oh, that's so untrue. Thank you for lying and screaming at me.
Let me see here. We just got this last second here. What was your favorite costumes in the movie? What part of the movie, I guess, were your favorite costumes to wear?
I think Josh would say the black latex outfit that we wore on the chair.
Josh!
It was kind of awesome. I'm not gonna lie. No, I think
shoulders.
The shoulders were just
they were
fabulous.
Great. Birds tried to land on them.
Yeah. No, I mean the costumes we wore in the games were really comfortable and very practical, except for the fact that like in the books, you know, the jackets are made to when you're hot, they keep you cool. When you're cool, they make you hot. But with our technology we have now, jackets just make you hot. So when it's hot outside and you can't take your jacket off, you just have to keep it on, and it's a little brutal.
What was your favorite costume, Liam?
It was kind of the first time that I didn't have to look really super neat in a film. I was wearing ripped, dirty clothes most of the time, which was fine with me.
Everybody, I just heard somebody say, "Take it off." I was like, "What?" Jen, what was your favorite costume in the movie?
I think the flame dress, the fire dress. I guess I said the right thing.
Now, I know the director, Gary's here. What was it like working with Gary Ross?
You want to start with that one?
Yeah. I'll take it from here.
You take it from here.
He's the most brilliant person that I've ever met, and he's brilliant in every kind of way of making filmmaking. He can communicate emotionally with actors. He can communicate technically. He bases shots off of some of his favorite paintings. He's brilliant, but he's also funny and sweet and warm and creates this amazing atmosphere on set, and nobody could have done what he's done with these movies. Only Gary Ross.
We can't wait to see the movie. Are you guys ready to see the movie? Well, you can't see it today. You'll see it March 23rd. I'm going to take one fan question out of here. Yeah, I saw your hand. What's your question real quick?
Liam, will you marry me?
That was obvious. That was obvious. Will you marry me, Liam?
Okay.
Okay, so there you go. Give it up for Jennifer, Josh, and Liam, everybody. Oh, I got one more. Sorry. Tell us about the most funnest times from shooting together.
The most funnest times from shooting together. boy.
I think it's the time that we went down to the creek and then we were trying to show Liam what a crawdad was, and then
I had a leech stuck in my hand.
And then I told you that it was a dead crawdad in the kitchen and it was a leech.
Did you know it was a leech?
No.
Are you lying to me?
I didn't. I really didn't.
Right.
Who could have known?
You could have known.
Who could have known?
All right.
And then we went to Walmart.
Who had a leech?
We went to Walmart.
Well, I thought it was like we had these things in Kentucky called crawdads, which are these little like lobster kind of things.
The crawdaddies?
And he'd never seen one because we're from Australia and it's like crazy down there. So we tried to find one for him in a creek, and I lifted a rock up and I thought it was a crawdad, and Jennifer told me it was a crawdad.
I told him to catch it.
And I went to grab it, and it was actually a leech and like lashed onto my hand. I was like flinging it around. It was I thought I was gonna die. I mean, I honestly thought I was dead.
Did you pass out?
And Liam and I just took off and left him in the creek.
You guys thought me to die with a leech attached
You
to
were
me.
gonna die.
Thanks a lot.
Leech, yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Everybody run for themselves.
Did you guys get to meet Suzanne Collins, and what was that like?
Yeah, I spoke to Suzanne Collins a few days after I got the role, and she's a wonderful person and obviously an incredible writer. She's the reason we're all here. So.
You guys got to meet Suzanne?
Yeah, actually the first time I met her was when I went in for my audition. I had no idea she was going to be in the room. So I walked in and Suzanne was sitting there and I was like,
really?
All right, I'm about to show you what Peter looks like, but you wrote him, so I hope that it's good. So I was a little nervous, but she's so sweet. She told me if I ever needed anything to call her, and she would like help me out with whatever I needed.
He calls her all the time.
Yeah, we're biffles. We're hardcore biffles.
BFFs. Speaking of the audition process, what was it like for each of you? Let's start with Jennifer.
Well, I had a meeting with Gary before, and that's when I loved him and thought he was going to be amazing. And then I met him, and then there was an audition with the casting director and some of the producers, and then Gary, and we improv'd for a little bit. And he was President Snow, and I was Katniss.
And Josh, what about you? When you went in, did you have to wear the blonde hair and everything, or
no? I had the good old brown hair.
Good old brown hair.
And
Josh, say brown hair again.
Brown hair, yeah, brown hair. Brown hair, I guess that was. But yeah, no, I went in for the first audition, and I saw Suzanne there, and it was with Gary and a few of our producers and whatnot, and it felt great. And then like another week later, I came back and auditioned. I read with Jennifer in person, and that went awesome as well. And then yeah, they called me like a week after that, and I was really excited and literally rendered speechless when I heard I got the part. So
I think anybody would. Liam, what was the audition process for you?
Mine's pretty much exactly the same as Josh. I came and read with Gary the first time, and I saw Josh in the waiting room, and yeah, I had a great read with Gary, and got called back a week later and saw Josh in the waiting room again, and then read with Jennifer, and I don't know, it went really well, I guess.
How is it like working with Lenny Kravitz?
Lenny.
That's what I want to know.
Lenny.
Mr. Kravitz.
Mr. Kravitz.
You used to you were friends with his daughter, so like you would call him Mr. Kravitz, and he was like.
Yeah, I've known Mr. Kravitz for a long time, and I always called him Mr. Kravitz because he was my friend's dad. And then when we got on set, I had to start calling him Lenny because like grips and people from the crew started to call him Mr. Kravitz, and it was getting embarrassing.
I heard you guys got to try on some of his tour outfits or whatever, right?
I tried on a long jeweled robe that
That's
had chained in the front. Yeah.
Is that what he normally wears? Is that something that
all the time?
They were from his concert, but they're pretty much like what he wears all the time.
He's pretty rock star.
I love it. Any other questions? Somebody? No? What is it? You're not gonna ask. He's already taken. Somebody already asked him to marry. What's your question?
I want to ask Josh what his favorite movie was to be in.
Oh, what's your favorite movie to be in? Other than this one and the two other ones.
Honestly, the movie I did, the Journey to the Mysterious Island. We
Yeah.
shot. I got to film in Hawaii, and that was beautiful. So I was down there, and I got to surf and hang out, and it was a really good experience. Yeah.
The Hunger Games, are you guys, I guess I shouldn't ask because you guys are coming out with the other two movies as well in the trilogy. Yeah. But we're going to focus on this. March 23rd. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Give it up.
Thank you,
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
What
you
is
so
this?
much for coming and waiting as long as you did.
Hold on.
Thank you. Loaf of bread. I see that.
Would you guys please stand up so that they can take
Yeah,
a
of
little
course.
cast picture for them? Look what you started. Give it up for Liam, Josh, and Jennifer. March 23rd in theaters on IMAX 3D. Don't forget to go watch it. Thank you very much, Liam. Josh, Jennifer, and Liam. Thank you, guys.